Hey, welcome to my channel and to weigh in. Now it's late because I had to leave early this morning for a doctor's appointment, and I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Didn't quite go as planned. So let me just tell you my weigh in, and I just got in. So first thing in the morning, afternoon, before I go to bed, it don't matter. Got to have the coffee. I might not be on the porch, but I'm still the queen bee. Listen, after the long day I've had, I need my coffee. But y'all know I started low carb Friday. So since Friday, I have been 100% working it, let me tell you. So I weighed in at 336.1 for a loss of 6.2. Oh, not quite that 10 from last week, but hey, I will take it for a total of 41 pounds. I'm gonna get back to that 50. You just wait. I'm gonna get back to that 50. Since starting the low carb, my legs have gone down. Now they're still, when I say go down, they're still their natural puffiness, but the extra, when they're so extra, has gone down. I'm bouncing things on my table. So where I was going today was to the orthopedic surgeon, doctor, whatever. And he's in another town. He was referred to me by one of my sweet subscribers. She says she loves him and she lives up there. So I'm like, I will travel that far because I have had 4 doctors over the past 10 years, because when I was 49 is when I first was told I need knee replacements. And I was too heavy back then. And I'm a good 100 pounds, if not more, heavier now. So over 10 years, my knees have done nothing but get worse, and I've just got fatter. So if he'd have just done it back then, maybe I wouldn't have gotten to this point. I don't know. Maybe I could have been more active. I don't know. We can't go back and worry about that. But all 4 doctors that I've seen immediately dismissed me because of my weight. And she said, he's not like that. He cares about his patients. I'm like, I will travel. So I got me an appointment for today, and it's an hour and a half if you just straight to my house to the office, no stopping, no nothing. So I allow an extra hour for getting gas, getting lost, peeing, getting there early, because I don't like to be late. I like to be early. Plus, I want to be extra early to fill out paperwork, because they're in a whole different medical system than I am. They know nothing about me. It's not like down here when I go and they all know, because it's the same, system. That's a whole different system all the way up there. So I was texting RJ this morning. It was about 6:30. I said, by the way, I'm headed to Greensboro for this ortho. He said, well, you want me to go with you? I'm like, well, if you want to. I said, but I'm leaving at 7 o'clock. He said, I'll get in the shower right now. So I knew he wanted to get out of the house because, he's still having troubles and he's not working and he's not driving. So me and him hit the road. We get there and he pumps my gas after I get him, and he's eating his little breakfast going down the road, and we're driving and listening to music and talking, and we make our pit stop. We get no more than 10 minutes. No, if it was 10 minutes from the office. And I just got off on the exit. We had to start making turns, and the phone rings and it was David. I'm like, I can't talk. I said, because this GPS is going to fix to be telling me where I need to go. He goes, your doctor just called. They canceled. I'm like, what? Said the doctor was not going to be there today and you had to reschedule. I'm like, what? You're joking me. So I don't know what the issue was. I don't know what happened, but I do know I was 10 minutes up that from that office all the way from down here, and they canceled. So I told RJ what I had already told him. I said, I found a thrift store I want to go to, and we're going to go to that after the doctor. So I said, plug that thrift store in that GPS. So he pulled it up. Off to the thrift store we went. That's what's coming up next. There's going to be 2 videos today. This one and a thrift haul, because I got some good stuff. I'm gonna tell you what, I got some good stuff. I'm like, I got the haul of that one. But we'll talk about that on that video. So that we did our thrifting and we headed back home. Well, I don't know if you're from North Carolina around these parts, you know about Lexington. Lexington is barbecue city. Around here, that's where you go to get barbecue. So we knew we were hungry. I said, well, you know, we're not far from Lexington because that's in between us and there. I said, you know what's in Lexington? He goes, barbecue. I'm like, that's right. So we stopped at this little restaurant and they brought out they must have been a pound of barbecue on that plate. Both of us ordered the same thing. Now, you know I'm doing low carb, so I stayed as low carb as I could. I figured for my troubles, I was going to take a pass on lunch. Listen, I didn't eat enough carbs to shake a stick at the much food they brought. It was barbecue, bread slaw, and tater salad, which wasn't mine, but it would do. RJ said, well, that's a hard, meal to fill right there. I'm like, yes, it really is. When I make it like I like it. And hush puppies. And they brought a basket of hush puppies, not on your plate. I mean a basket. Oh, they were good. They were good. I bet I didn't eat a fourth of that food. If they wasn't a pound of barbecue on there, I ain't sitting here talking to y'all. There was so much food on that plate. Oh my gosh. I got a box to go. RJ did too. He's a big eater. He couldn't eat it all. And we brought David one to go. He ate it and he just went to bed, so he stayed up long enough to eat his lunch. And he was standing. I said, feel this box. He said, I'll carry it for you. So I'm waiting on Davis to come out. He's like, I'm sitting here holding 2 pounds of barbecue. I need to go to the car. But this is the funny part. So if you're from around here, you know Sundrop. If you are not from around here, Sundrop is a yellow drink, like Mountain Dew, only better. It's local. It was created local, just right up the road. Just right up the road is where it was born, back whenever. So Sundrop is a regional favorite. And they've started shipping out to other places, just like Cheerwine. That's a regional favorite. It's born just up the road. Well, he asked that little waitress, Lord have mercy. She looked like she was still in high school. She was just a little young thing. He said, you have Sundrop? And she she looked at him and she goes, what's Sundrop? I looked over her. I said, honey, you're not from here, are you? And she goes, look over talking to that woman. She goes, do we have Sundrop? And the woman's like, no. And she looked back at her. She goes, what's Sundrop? I'm like, you really ain't from around here, are you? And she said, we have Mountain Dew. RJ said, that'll work. But then she goes, I said, you really ain't from around here, are you? She goes, no, I'm just dumb. I'm like, you ain't dumb. But apparently she didn't deny not being from here. So I just can't imagine anybody growing up in the South and not knowing what Sundrop is when Sundrop was born just in the town next door. But it was funny. We had a good laugh at that. She was a good sport. We wasn't mean to her. Nothing like that. So, but if you wonder why I'm in this room instead of on the porch, it is hotter than 40 out there today. I'm gonna tell you what. It was hot in that thrift store. When we come out, I told RJ I was sweating. I told him I am glad I'm not one of them girls who wears makeup, because I would have done sweated and wiped it off. I got me a Kleenex and just started wiping my face. Ooh. I can't take makeup and heat. I just melt. So anyway, that is my excitement. Oh, I go back to the orthopedic doctor. I called him when I got in, got it rescheduled. His next availability was July 13th. Guess what that is? It's my birthday. I'll be 59. So I told her, I said, tell him for my birthday he has to be there. So I got 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks from yesterday, because yesterday was my brother's birthday. We're exactly 7 years and 2 weeks apart. So anyway, that is, and I'm the oldest. So he makes him 52, which is so hard to believe. It's just hard, I tell you. when you're young, 59 sounded ancient. And then you're going to be 59. You're like, wait a minute. No, I ain't old yet. Don't put me there. Even though that's a year from 60, when you say the big 60, I look at myself and I think in my mind, I don't feel that I'm 59, that I'm going to be 60 in a year. I just don't feel it. I don't think my personality reflects it. I don't feel like to myself. And then in turn, I don't feel like my kids are as old as they are. I just can't see it. Holly said her fiance told her we were baby shower shopping. She is having a baby shower the end of July. And so me and her best friend's mama, who they treat her, Lord have mercy, they spoil that child. They have always spoiled that child. We had a baby shower meeting the other day on Monday, deciding what she wanted. We let her pick out, what she wanted to eat. And she picked out her, theme and all this and that. And so me and her went on shopping that day. We went on to Party City. Party City has changed. Apparently they had been shut down because it said grand reopening. Ooh, they changed. We wasn't impressed. They got rid of half their stuff. It was hardly nothing to choose from. The shelves were bare. They weren't stocked. She did find what she wanted, so I mean that was a good thing. But so we was riding down the road, and she said, he told me, in 4 years you're gonna be 30. She said, I told him you better stop. I'm like, yes, he better stop, because oh my gosh, I can't imagine. RJ's 34, she's 26. I can't imagine him gonna be close to 40 and her 30. That is just, whew. Where does time go, y'all? Where does it go? I don't know. It's something. But I think that was all I was going to tell you today. Ain't nothing else going on. If I think of it, I'll tell you at some point. So I'm going to get off of here, and this will probably be uploading while I'm filming my haul, because I got to show you what I got from that thrift store. So, all right. I'll see you on my next video, and that will be the thrift haul. So